G'day folks, Ziggy here. It's early days for StarField, so you might not have even thought to start looking for mods yet, especially if you're on or starting your first playthrough and are thinking that you shouldn't even look at mods for your first run. But there's a lot of great mods out already, and in this video I wanted to recommend 5 UI and quality of life mods that are great in your first playthrough. All of these can be installed or removed from your current save game safely, as they only affect menus and the UI. While StarField's menus are functional on PC, you can tell that they were designed with consoles in mind, where people are playing on TVs and the menu elements need to be oversized. Ever noticed how in your inventory you have to constantly scroll to access things like resources and miscellaneous? With Compact Inventory by Stentorius, the menu list is shrunk down to reduce the need for scrolling, and it makes it much easier to quickly click around in your inventory. As a bonus feature, the mod also adds sorting by value to weight ratio, which can help you figure out what items are best for looting to sell for credits. Great stuff. There's an even slimmer version than this if you want to fit even more stuff on screen in those jam-packed inventories. Now I will give a quick mention to the alternative menu option that a lot of people like, StarUI. If you don't care too much about menu aesthetics and just want all of the information there, then it's a great option. Personally, I do think it's a bit too much visual clutter and I wanted to stay true to the vanilla design, only better. So that's why I went for a compact inventory instead. But of course, the whole point of modding is to make the game exactly how you want it, so go for the one that you prefer. Now next up by the same author is the Compact Mission UI. Now I'm sure you've noticed just how many quests you can pick up in this game, and this just makes it a lot easier to see them all at a glance without so much scrolling. It also means that you won't have to scroll so much to get to activities, which often has handy things tucked away in it, I find. It's another great vanilla but better UI improvement. Now next up, are you sick of being flashbanged by the computer terminals in the game? I know I was, this was one of the first things I looked for. Darkmode for Terminals by Animadan just gives a simple swap to black with white text. This can still be a little stark looking in my opinion, but it's a massive improvement over the base ones. Their Ryujin one actually looks pretty spot on, I really quite like that, and they are working on more faction-specific styles and the possibility of different themes, which I'm excited to see, so it'll be worth keeping an eye out for updates to this mod especially. I'd personally love like a night mode orange light version, as that it'd be a little bit more true to vanilla, but would not be so brutal in the eyes. Now, I don't know if you've had this same problem as me, but I often can't tell easily in this game just how much damage I'm taking in the heat of combat, and I'm often finding that I'm on low health or dead before I even realize that I've taken that much damage. There's just not that much feedback on taking damage in this game for some reason. I can't quite put my finger on it, just visual effects and sounds and things like that, I assume. But that's something I'd like to see improved on with more mods in the future potentially, but for now I found a great solution, and that is Enhanced Player Healthbar by Silver Ez Reads. It gives options for health bars that change color as they drop lower and lower. Brilliant. I personally like this version here that is white when full, then yellow when you're a bit hurt, orange when you're quite hurt, and then increasingly red as you're near death. It's just intuitive, and after playing around with it for a while, it makes it much easier to tell how much damage you're taking in combat. Simple and effective. And my final mod recommendation is a mandatory classic for Bethesda games for me, a mod that makes booting up the game faster. Cleanfield by Gametism gives you a ton of options for removing logos and intro screens on booting up the game. I mainly use it to drop the intro screens that delay boot up, but being able to toggle off the message of the day and logos if you like is a great bonus. This is an especially great mod when you start modding, as you're constantly closing and rebooting up the game to test your latest mod edition, and that just takes so long with the vanilla boot up sequence. So this really should be the first mod that you install in my opinion. Anyway, there you have it folks, nothing that changes the game's systems or anything, just nice tweaks to make the game more enjoyable to play and look better. Have you found any mods that you'd already considered must-haves? Share them in the comments below so I can check them out. That's it for now, I'm Ziggy, and thanks for watching.